an inspiring story, as in she literally qualified for Cancun in the last month of qualifications last year. I'm going to let her get into that, but it takes a lot of hard work and dedication to do that. So Erica, why don't you just kick it off? I'm going to make sure no one else can unmute themselves. So let me unmute you. And then let's see if that works. But I'm so excited. You guys are in for a treat. Make sure everyone has this link, and we are recording.
Hi. So we have like a horrible storm that just started right now, like thundering and stuff. So I don't know. Hopefully we don't lose service or whatever. But I do have a chihuahua pacing around now, wanting to sit in my lap and stuff. But we'll just try to like get through this. Okay. So my name's Erica Nichols. I joined with Monate. It'll be 3 years in November. I'm a hairstylist. I'm a third generation hairstylist. I own a salon with my mom. But everyone always thinks that that's like, you know, like you have like an advantage, which you do. You just don't have to work social media as hard because you're working in the salon all day long with the products. So, but I was just a MMB 6 months in, and I still am. But in January, I lost my rank for the first time. So February, this Cancun trip was announced, and I was like, oh my God, I want to go to that trip so bad. And I just counted myself out. I knew that I could not do this. So I'm going to tell y'all, like, it makes me so stressed out thinking about it, but I know that if I could do this, anybody can do this. I promise. All right. So, I think that's really all about me. Did I need to say anything else about myself that's important? No. Like I was just your average MMB, you know, doing the things. And so, all right. So here's what happened. I did not look at this tracker. Okay. So I knew that I worked my business really hard every single month. Like, it didn't matter. So I was like, if I get the trip, I get the trip. It's not a big deal. I'm just going to keep working my business like I always do. And then we'll just kind of play it by ear. So it was the last qualifying month. It was actually the end of June. I just screenshotted a conversation I had with my uplines. And I had this like homemade piece of paper with the little bubbles for like, you know, the qualifications. I think it was because they didn't have a tracker yet. And I told them, I said, I'm going to go for it. I was 11,000 in GV away to qualify. I had, okay, so let's see. I had 4 market partners. I only needed 2 personally. I had 6 VIPs. I needed 6. And then my group market partners, I had 4 and we needed 10. So, and it was 35,000 in GV, and I was at basically 24,000. So I was a market builder at that time. A market builder is, you know, to be a market builder, it's only 4,000 in GV. So that's all that I was, you know, doing was about 4,000 in GV a month. So I needed 11,000. So I knew I needed to double and then a little more, you know, in my group volume. I needed to get my rank back. I needed to figure out who on my team was going to help me do this because I could not do it by myself because I had to get my rank back. So I knew that so I just had to map it out. Like I was like, okay, I got to figure out everything that I need. I got to figure out who's going to do this with me, and we're going to do it. Like you cannot try. Like, you know exactly what you have to do to get it. So you just do whatever you got to do. And you might, you know, not get to hang out with your boyfriend as much, or you might need to, you know, not watch your show that you're used to watching. And you just focus I was laying out by the pool with all my iPad, all the things, all summer. Like, it all went with me. I think it was my mom that was, you know, maintaining MMP. And then another girl I had just signed up that I met at the pool that summer. And that was who was like going to be my runner that was going to do this with me. So we figured it out. I literally hit every single, everything that I could possibly do. it was a lot of work. Like, you really have to stay focused, but I know that y'all can do this. All right. So here is another thing that, so first of all, I was going to try to upgrade, VIPs to market partners. So like, I just reached out to every single VIP customer and I was like, I know you're loving the products. Do you, I don't know if you know, but you can upgrade to market partner and get a better discount. I don't know if that's something that you're interested in. And I pushed we had a booster pack that month. It came with like 4 extra products or something. So I was excited to have that as, you'll get this booster pack too. Like and then we also got the booster pack. So hopefully they announce something, on the 1st that is a good incentive, which they probably will. They always do. So I was pushing the booster pack and the upgrading because I knew that I needed like a lot of, I had 4 and I needed 10 market partners. So that's, and nobody was really working. So I knew I needed to do it myself. So I pushed that. I also asked all of my current VIPs that were loving the products if they had like a family member or something that I could give a sample to. I pushed the referral program, which I don't know if some of y'all know that they just, they're going to cancel the referral program, I think in a couple of months, but still, we can still take advantage of that now. Like, and then the people that have already, get them to use the $20 credit thing or whatever. Work the referral program.
Well, and I know that they're taking the referral program away,
right.
But they're also going to replace it with something better. So don't stop that until,
Right.
Don't stop it until it's done because it's still so good and they can use their credits till the end of the year as well.
You could even like say, oh my gosh, this is going to be the last chance that you get to do this referral thing. Like, make it sound like, oh my God, it's going away. Hurry up and use it, or hurry up and do it. Another thing is tell your audience, tell your friends, tell your potentials that you have a huge goal that you want to crush, and ask for the sale. That people they're so open to helping everybody. When I announced it on social media, I'm going for this trip, and I was like, oh my God, I'm about to post it. That means I have to do it. So go ahead, claim it, make the post. Put it all out there, and you will hold yourself accountable if you make that post. I'm telling you, because I was like, oh God, I posted it. I have to do it. So when they see that though, like you feel like kind of like, oh God, like, pressure's on, they start reaching out and they want to help you. They get so excited to see you succeed and they want to help. So if somebody was thinking about getting the products, they will totally do it faster if they know that it's going to help you get your goal. And I found that, like, when I was like embarrassed to like post that, because I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get it or not. When I posted it, I had people, they were ready. So another thing is, it's summer now. We're all doing the air dry, the curly hair, we're dealing with frizz, dryness from the chlorine. Push these summer products. A lot of times people don't know that when it changes season, you change products. Your hair might not be doing as good. So that new color block, whatever it's called, spray, what's it, color block? I don't know.
Color lock.
Anyways, yeah, lock. Yeah, all that. The hairstylist has no idea. I love it. I use it all the time. But push the frizz fix, push the air dry cream. Suggest it to your current VIPs. And you could even be like, they may realize, like, ask them, say, does your mom, your cousin, sister, does anybody want products? And get those people to get you some VIPs or whatever it is you're lacking. People will help, and people are not at work right now because of this virus. So people have more time on their hands. I feel like, that have like regular jobs and stuff. So does anyone have any questions? And I'll go on to the next little note that I wrote.
Well, I definitely, since you were talking about being a hairstylist, I want you to kind of go into like like how easy it is to really be talking about the product. So your hair is obviously natural right now. When you're talking about like natural hair in the summer, it's a lot easier to share it with someone when they're like at the pool or at the beach. And don't be afraid. Like you were saying, you were asking, does your friend or your mom, like you guys, I've had times before where I've been talking, someone said I was talking to Erica and her hair looked great. And I was like, does your mom want to try the products? I can bring her a sample or something. If they sign up as a customer, like you guys, more than ever, push that 30-day money back guarantee. But if they're interested in something else and they live near you, there's been multiple times I have ran over and I have brought someone a sample as they've gotten, like, maybe they bought products, but they wanted to try out Rejuva beads are back, you guys. I brought the Rejuva bead sample and they're like, oh my God, I got to place a flex ship right now. Like, be on top of your game. Like, if you are, say, $10,000 away, $20,000 away, you have to figure out that's 200 sales. Like, so you're going to have to be mapping it out right now, but like, this is not the time to stop. And I know, Erica, I know a lot of people weren't really on in the beginning, but I have to like note that when we talked about this the first time, I think Stuart sent out an email last year. They said, or it was the beginning thing, and said, hey guys, last month to qualify for Cancun, like it's time to go. And I remember we talked and you said, I did not even think I was going, but wasn't it Nicole Jones that said something like, you better go get your passport, like something like that, right?
Yeah. So in February, we had that, she had that corporate event. Like it was like the first one in Birmingham, and I went to it. It was Valentine's Day and it was cold and, you know, like sweaters on and all the things. And she said, so if you're planning on, you know, going to Cancun for passport in November, go ahead and get your passport now. Don't wait to the last minute. And I remember thinking, whatever, I'm not getting a passport. Like, I mean, I literally believed I was not going. I mean, because I told myself, like, there's no way you could do this. And I did not even attempt to work toward this trip until July 1st. Well, June 28th. I never even looked at the tracker, y'all. And there wasn't even a tracker in the beginning, first of all. Second of all, the end of it, I didn't even look at it. Like, it didn't matter because I wasn't going. But yeah, I literally, to the last second of the end of the month, like it was literally, the clock struck 11. And this is a really funny, this is sad. It was very traumatic. The last order did not go in, a last VIP. At 11:01, my heart sank. Like, I literally went to sleep crying, like squalling. Like, I turned my phone off. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I was so upset. And like, just, I mean, the picture, you know, I sent you in that little, yeah, that's the one of me crying. Like, sorry, I had a phone call.
No, you're good.
Zoe, stop. But yeah, I just knew I didn't get it. Like, but I tried so hard. I knew I did. It just didn't go through because something happened with the system. But also my director,
right?
yeah, but my director friends the next morning, I was like, I didn't get it, you know, and they were like, you need to call right now. And I was like, for real? They were like, you need to get your upline, da, da, da. And I called, and that's when I knew, like I knew before, this company has so much integrity. They literally it was fine. They let me put in a VIP customer that I was trying to at 11 o'clock the next day.
It's so crazy. And so
Yeah.
I want to go back to what you said, like when you are telling people about this goal and this journey that you're going on, or something big that you're trying to do, you guys, people want to watch you go through it. No one wants to read the book halfway through the book. They want to see it through the whole thing. So if you are wanting to be on this trip, you better be telling people, like, hey, I'm doing this, because they're going to follow along throughout the entire thing and watch you hit your goal.
And whatever it is you need, focus on those activities and get it done. Don't focus on anything else. Start with whatever you need the most, you know, like, and do them every single day. You can even break it down into like how many VIPs I need to get per week. You know, I mean, like, print you out a calendar, a blank calendar, like on Google, and print you out the, you know, your rank and all that stuff and everything that you need. And ask your market partners, are you game? Like, I'm serious. Like, tell them, like, I know that, you know, it's about us helping, you know, our team members and stuff like that. But sometimes people do not have team that are, you know, really working or really care as much as you do about it. So grab someone that you have under you that can help you do this, and y'all go do it. I also had that market partner that stop Zoe that helped me. She was in her last month of Smart Start, so that was another reason why. And we were literally sitting at the pool till 9 o'clock at night. But it doesn't matter about Smart Start. You can do this. I'm a sampling person. Like, even though I'm a hairstylist, I love to send samples to people on Facebook that I've never met, that I've connected with and that I talk to and stuff. I'm all about sending samples, shooting straight to it. I have a method that I use that I always use. I don't ever steer away from it. If it didn't work right, I literally do select sampling every single time. But I do have them do the oil treatment first. And I know for sure if they do that with those instructions, exactly the way I say, they will buy it. And I straight up, we have a choking dog, sorry. But I know that if they do that, they're going to buy it. And I'll tell them, I'll say, this may not be what you buy or what you order when you do, but I just want you to try it like this. And so I straight up tell them, like, they're going to order, this may not be what they order, but just try it like this. And so, yeah, I say start sending samples. Start buying some if you don't have any, because they're almost all sold out. But whatever you can do to, like, just get it on people's hair.
So what were your last minute IPAs? Like, July 1st, you had all this stuff to do. How did you start other than sampling? Like, what was your method?
So I made sure that I looked at all of the birthdays, get all the money you can get. Also, if somebody doesn't want to commit, you know, you have those people that, like, want to buy it, but they just, like, don't have $100. They could probably afford, like, a shampoo and a conditioner. You know, those people, they just don't want to, they just want to buy it. Sell it to them. Like, get it for them if they're local. Make them pay you and get it. Every little bit helps, you know. I mean, you can just jump it up a little bit, like right under retail or whatever. Every single order counts. Every single order. It will add up. That was what, you know, was the main thing. But see, mine was the market partners. So I was just like upgrading away. I mean, a lot of them didn't even know about it. Like the upgrading, you know, and they've been buying it for like 2 years. Another thing is, a giveaway. I did a giveaway. So I bought a hot brush from my salon supplier store. It was like an Amika hot brush. And I bought that. And so I made sure I announced every single order that anybody made, whether it be like through me, retail, whatever, they were getting entered into a drawing to win the hot brush. And so I was drawing for the hot brush. It was $100 thing. Like it was like retailed at Sephora for like $120 or something. So everybody was excited about that, you know, the hot brush. So I don't normally do giveaways. I do, but I don't ever really have like a whole lot of like, you know, people like wanting to do it. But that one did good. So I just made sure that I posted that in my story all the time, kept them, and I'll be like, so-and-so got another entry, so-and-so got another entry. Another thing is, let's see. So I think I covered everything.
It's kind of breaking out a little bit. I don't know if it's service or maybe.
Is it?
A
Can
little.
you hear me? Yeah, it's like it's pouring.
No, it's
rain.
okay. Well, I broke down the numbers. Like if you're a brand new market partner today, maybe you have 0 group volume. Okay, we have 33 days left in qualifications, including today, tomorrow, and the next 31 days. So the end of July, all right? If you are trying to be on this trip and you need $45,000 in sales, that means you need $1,363 a day. Let me break that down one more time. That is about 14 Rejuvenique lights and about 7 skincare orders. Maybe one person signing up with that $7.99 kit and then getting 6 or 7 sales, you guys. I think that's like 8 sales. You guys, the more the merrier. First off, I see that Haley's on here right now. I can just see her little picture coming back and forth. I think she's swimming. But like Haley's about to hit senior executive director, which is freaking awesome. That's one of my best freaking friends. But Haley would tell you guys, she probably pulled that birthday report yesterday of all of her customers. And these people still have 2 days. If their birthday was in June, I hope you guys don't forget this, because if you want to place an order, it has to be $50. They get $25 off. That is an easy way to get money in there. Haley, you want to jump in there on like ways to like spike your numbers? I know that they do a really great job of that. When someone's going for a big goal, I don't know if y'all freaking saw, if y'all aren't watching people who are good in this business, I'm sorry. That's probably a reason why you're not moving forward, because yesterday I called Haley in a panic, like, oh my God, did you hit SED and you didn't even tell me? Because she already made the template for her girl that's about to hit AED and posted herself making the story. And I was like, my heart was palpitating or something like that. I was sitting there like, holy crap. But that's the excitement. That's the excitement of this business. We're doing big things. So Haley, you want to share some of your biggest end of month things? Sorry, I put you on the spot.
Oh God, why do you got to put me on blast like that all the time?
You gotta be ready. Come on.
I'm literally in my swimsuit. Gosh, okay. So definitely what Caroline mentioned, the birthday reminders are huge. There's, depending on how many VIPs you have and obviously how many birthdays are, I've pushed my volume literally close to over 1,000 just in like the last day or two, reminding people of their birthday codes. You can have people like, this is a little, you have to do a little more forethought or whatever, but and they can work both ways. But if you know that you're going to need the extra volume, or that you're going for a new rank, say you're going from MM to MMM, you need to go from 30 to 60, you can say, if you look at your next month's flex shifts, you can make sure you can say, hey, do you mind if we, like, would you be willing, or would you be interested in, placing your flex shift for the 25th instead of the 1st, or whatever it is. Just little things like that. Gosh, you like totally put me on the spot. I don't have any good advice.
Get out of here.
I'm trying to think of things that I do.
Talk about social media, how you guys like pump, like we're doing these goals. You guys do it really, really well.
Yeah, so we do a lot of like foreshadowing. So I'll say, okay, like so-and-so is going for MM, so-and-so is going for MMB. And it's actually, not only is that like motivating for people seeing that or whatever, like people are like, oh, what are they doing? And they get a little more interested in what's going on at the end of the month, and they're trying to understand like, what is this big goal they're going after? And like, I get a lot of reach outs that way. But another thing is too, it motivates the person that you are, trying to encourage and stuff. Like when I think it makes it more real too, when you start saying, you start making graphics before it's actually happened, and people start seeing like that, they're going to be that rank. And, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe someone on my team can add to that. I'm a couple drinks deep.
It's really smart that you do that too, because when you tag someone in a post, like if I were to say today, like Erica's going to the Dominican Republic and she shares it, or like Haley's about to have the biggest promotion of her life, or like Ashley is about to hit a brand new rank, or this person just welcomed blah, blah, blah. Like then they're able to share that. And you guys, that gives FOMO to all their followers as well. So it's like, if you have someone, if Haley was my market partner that was like, sitting back, just waiting for shit to happen, I can say that because Haley doesn't do that. If she was the person waiting and just like watching it happen, I could already, like, if I wanted her to post something, I could post it for her to share it, like,
no, you have to go after it. Like, this business is not a sit and wait around type of business. Like, if you want something, you have to go for it, because if you're not taking the lead and you're not taking ownership of your business, like, it's not going anywhere. And you're allowing your business and the future of your business to be in the hands of anybody else but you, Well,
and I think, should we say what like Joe said one more time in Grand Cayman?
Like your friends, like your best line's gonna leave, or what?
No, like, remember how she was saying that? She's like, I missed my rank one time. And yeah. So she said she missed AED one time, and she was sitting at lunch with, do you remember who she said she was with? Like her main people, right?
Yeah, probably her closest friends.
And
they're all on a yacht yesterday.
Yeah. Exciting things, you guys. But she said, I was sitting there and I pulled up my report and I was like, oh my God, I missed director. And she was like, they didn't hit their rank. And she said her husband looked at her and said, that's your fault. And she was like, what do you mean? What do you mean it's my fault? And he said, you let your business be in someone else's hands. So if you want it bad enough, you go get it. Don't wait for someone else to do the work. Go find someone who's going to want to work. And I love that Erica actually said that. Like, you got to ask them, are they in or they out? Because you shouldn't be running around chasing someone. Like, if they're not going to work, go find someone else that is.
Yeah. And the thing too is, like, if you're waiting around for people to have higher PV or higher GV or higher whatever, like, if you need more DV, like, that is your responsibility. Your responsibility and your goal every single month should be 110% of your GV should come from your PV. That you should take, you know, obviously that's really high. That's 5,000, 7,000, whatever, but that should be your goal, especially as you're climbing ranks. Like you can't place that blame on anybody else but you. And, you know, a lot of people have that problem that when they go from MMB to AMM to MM, they like lose all this GV and they're like, they miss their rank and they can't re-rank because whatever. Listen, guess who can fix that? Guess who can solve that problem? You. It is, and that's when your personal business it's become so important. And as you grow as a leader, you cannot neglect your personal business, you guys. Like, you know, you can help your team grow and you can support them and you can do this, that, and the other thing, but you can never, ever ignore your personal business and become a manager or boss to everybody else. Like, you have to do the work too.
Yeah. And I love that you said that, because anytime someone comes to me and they say, Caroline, like especially with Dominican trip, right? I had one on my whiteboard. If you're going for a rank, I always say, if you're going for this rank, then you're doing over half of that PV. Like, you're pulling the weight. Like, you have to remember that it's not going to come from someone else, because if I just relied on Haley to hit AED under me, like, what if she had the craziest month? If Erica was my MMB, what if all of her salon didn't order because they were in quarantine? Like, what if that was the case and that was the one chance? Like, what if that was me missing out on the trip? Like, next month, I hope you guys know, like, it doesn't matter if you've already qualified. It doesn't matter if you did it in 1 month. If you don't hit MMB, if you don't hit AMM, if you don't hit MM, you're not going to be tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3. Like, just if you already did it, like, you have to show up. Same thing for founders. Like, if you're a founder and you don't hit MM this month, you don't get founder payouts. And that's just how it is.
Yeah. If you need 5 group market partners for you to go to Dominican, guess whose responsibility it is? Yours.
Yep.
It's yours. And you can't sit there and be like, oh, when is my team going to sign market partners? Listen, they're not going to. Just tell yourself they're not going to. It's your responsibility. And you go find 5 market partners, because at the end of the day, you're the one that's responsible for all of that. And you can't let your business rest on the backs of other people, because you have to take ownership for the things that you're doing.
Gilbert. Erica, you want to add anything? I know you did crazy.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm muting.
No. I mean,
you killed it. You don't have to.
I was just thinking about when she said that, when y'all were talking about how you have to do it yourself. So one of my friends, or she's a sideline sister, and, you know, our team or whatever, she had, when she was like, I think I'm going to try to go for the Dominican Republic trip. I'm far away. And so she sent me a screenshot, and I'm like, she has 66,000 in GV, but 1 new market partner, 1 new VIP, 5 group market partners, and 26 VIPs in the group. But 66,548 in GV, and only needs 45.
Like, that's
what?
So doable. Like, don't, and that's like what Haley was literally just saying too. Like,
yeah,
I understand. Like, I've been there. Like, maybe you're really great at getting VIPs. Maybe you're really great at getting market partners. You guys, I used to get like 10 market partners a month. That's not the case anymore. And I'm working on getting it back up there, you know, but I used to not be able to get like VIPs every month, and now I'm pushing anywhere from 6 to 10 new VIPs every single month, and it's consistency, and it's doing the same things over and over and over again. So don't get caught in that management mode of like, well, Alondra is working and I'm helping Alondra hit her goals, so like, let me help her this month and I'll work on me next month. Because when you get to next month, you're going to regret not doing what you could have done this month. And like, for anyone that needs to hear this, you guys, today is the 29th of the month. When I hit MMP, it was March 29th. I got 3 market partners and like a VIP or 2 in one day. Okay. That's what made me hit MMP. That next month, 14 days in, I hit MMB. I went AMB, MB, MMB in 14 days, okay? 14 days in the month, and that's when MMB's GV was 7,000. I was running because you know what? People told me I wasn't going to do it. They told me no way you would make it, and I was like, watch me get on this Bahamas trip, and that's exactly what I did. So you guys have today and tomorrow, okay? It's not too late to get 7 new VIPs. I had a girl last year, I think it was 2 Octobers ago. So last month for Smart Start, she completed 10 VIPs in one day. You guys, that's not easy. That's not going to be the case every day. But she was like, Caroline, I need this money for my honeymoon, and I'm not stopping until I get it. She kept going. And so if y'all are sitting there like, oh my God, how'd she do it? She didn't stop. I mean, she worked probably 24 hours that day, but when her bank account, when she got like a $1,200 paycheck, I think it was like 1,200, something like that. She literally was like, it was honestly more than that because she finished in my neighborhood. Like she could pay for her honeymoon in full and she had money left over. Okay. I say it to Kaylee Boyles all the time. One of my market partners, she's been here with me since the beginning, you guys. She worked at P.F. Chang's before this. I always say, if you went to P.F. Chang's and you did nothing, if you got no one to buy a steak that day, what would they do? Is she always says they would fire me, okay? So if you're not working, like this job is going to be taken out from under you every single day. You better be working harder. I don't know about you guys, but we have it very, very easy, okay? This job is, simple. The job is not easy. It's simple. One of the other girls, Peyton Russ, said, I'm going for 30 VIPs this month because that's a VIP every single day. And if I don't get a VIP every day, at least I'm closer because I was going for this goal. I'm going to do more than I would have, okay? You guys, we can make good money by not getting a new VIP or a new market partner every single day. You can make very good money, get very good VIP by building that customer base and not having 30 new VIPs a month. You know, that would make your paychecks even higher and even greater. But you guys could do, what is it, like a market partner a week or two VIPs a week. That would give you a $120 bonus just for your VIPs. It would then give you all of whatever pack they got. Say they got the biggest kit. You got 4 market partners a month, okay? They all got that $7.99 kit. You guys, that would be bringing in $1,400 just for 4 market partners. You guys, we can make money really, really simply by doing the work that they tell us to do. So if you're not checking the boxes, if you're not doing what you need to do, then like, of course you're not going to make it on the trip. But if you sit down with your tracker right now and you're like, okay, this is what I need. This is how I'm going to get there. Like, you guys, it'll happen. Like I told people from the beginning, you know, the 45,000, it will come when you're working. When you work this business, it'll come. When you look back at the end of the month, $5,000 in sales, that's about 50 sales a month between you and everyone that's working. So take it from someone like Haley could talk really more on this. She's got a bunch of frontline active lines every single month. I don't know if you're comfortable sharing that, but it is a crazy, ridiculous amount, okay? But you know what? It's because she doesn't have to rely on every one person or one person to do everything she needs, you know? As she's going for SED, she's got like probably the very freaking huge, more than my hands and toes of MMBs to hit their ranks to add up to the 6 lines she needs at MMB, okay? That's where you want to be. If you're trying to get on these trips by yourself, it's not undoable, but it's going to take more work. So you're going to be willing to put in that work. You got to be willing to put your head down and run and just do whatever it takes, okay? Don't count yourselves out. I think I heard a call the other day while someone was saying, like, I don't expect anyone less than doing 1,000 PV a month because that's going to get you on that next Vegas trip. You're going to be getting there because you're already putting it in your mind. Like that's a custom. That's what you're doing. How many of you guys, throw it in the chat, if you have ever, like say Vegas last year, you had to do say $1,500 in sales and that looked scary in the beginning, right? Throw 1 in the chat if this is you. You had to do 1,500 and it was scary, but then you did it, and then you did it consistently. And now that's the bare minimum that you do, okay? That's where I'm at, around like 3,500 now. That's like the bare minimum, because I know I can do more than that. So I don't know about you guys, but once I already hit a goal, I'm going for more every single time on my personal business, and that's going to really spike your volume. And no one put a 1 in the chat, but I'm really hoping that you guys keep pushing for more every month, because that's what's really helped me climb my personal volume. Erica, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say the very first time I have ever hit like over 3,500 with that extra commission bonus was this month. Like I'm at 45 now in personal. And I mean, I've never done that, but, and I haven't really signed anything new like this month. Like I really haven't. Like I'm back in the salon working like insane. I mean, like I hardly even have time to even eat, much less. But I mean, I have signed up like, I think like 1 market partner and like 2 VIPs this month. That's it.
Yeah, and the more you start,
but I'm doing all the things that I was just telling y'all all the time, every day. Like I was literally at my mailbox this morning with a girl. I was giving her and her boyfriend samples, like in the car. They were in the car. I was in the driveway.
Well, and what's nice too, and we talked about this a little bit earlier when we were messaging, you were like, I didn't wait until the last second. Like, I'm going to be on this trip. I have my stuff. So she's not in panic mode right now. But if you are in panic mode, just realize you have 33 days, $1,300 a day. And that's if you're at 0. And I know there's no way you're on this call right now and you're like, even if you signed up this month, you guys have volume. So like, you're there, you know, you have people that are buying. I had someone come to me and they said, Caroline, I'm starting over from scratch. And I said, what about your 10 VIPs? Like, you have people. You have people that will support you. If you haven't watched those launch videos, how Tony V has a video on it on YouTube. We did one with Casey yesterday. It was super successful. You literally invite people to your Facebook page. You do all these tasks and stuff. It's all in the video. Go search effing simple on YouTube and then type in launching your business online. Watch the video. Do it with your upline. Do it with yourself. Stop waiting for someone to do this for you. If you need to relaunch your business, if you need to re-put this out there, do it. But stop waiting for someone to say, hey, you have to do this right now. Like, just go get it yourself. You're not far enough away from your goals. You can make this happen. You have to believe in yourself first.
And when I tell y'all that trip was the best thing that I have ever done in my entire life, like, I mean, I'm still there mentally. It was so amazing. Literally $40 for like the shuttle from the airport to the resort. That's like literally all it cost me. Like, besides what I spent.
Me and Haley had the most expensive dinner the first night. I got E. coli on this trip, okay? It was the craziest. I will never go back to Cancun again. But
I didn't even see you. Now that I think about it, I saw Kayla, but I didn't see you.
That was some crazy times.
I was so sick. I was so sick. You guys, like, and if y'all haven't met my boyfriend Brady, he was ordering like filet mignon on room service at 2 a.m. just because you could, okay? You could have done whatever on this trip. Yeah. It was the craziest thing ever. And this is all inclusive, you guys, to the Dominican Republic. I don't know about you guys, but until this started, I was traveling twice a month. And now I'm like kind of stuck in a little bit of a bubble right now. And I'm ready to get out there. I'm ready to go. Like, I'm still pushing for tier 3, okay? I still got to get 3 more market partners. And here I am like, what the hell have I been doing? But guess what? I'm going to freaking do it. And if you don't have that mentality, I'm sorry. Like, you have to be so gung-ho and ready to go. So I don't want to hear anyone call me like, I'm looking for people to work. I'm not there. Like, go freaking do it yourself. Stop waiting for someone to do the work for you and go do it, okay? Anyone want to add anything? Anyone want to add some inspo? Wait, I have a friend on this call. Hannah, you want to share a little bit of your story, or are you still cooking?
Me?
Hannah, here.
Oh, I thought you, okay.
She just qualified.
Do you see me?
No. Yes, I see you. Turn off your Wi-Fi.
Okay, what do you want me to talk about?
Tell them what you just did. You're going to the Dominican Republic.
Okay, so if you guys, none of you guys know me for the most part. So I have missed every single trip. I've been in the business for 2 years. I have missed every single trip by like that much. What was the one? Vegas, I missed by $40-something. Okay, like less than $100. And when this trip came around, I was just like, there is no way that I'm not going on the trip. And I told Caroline those exact words, like, there is absolutely no way I'm not going to be there. What do I need to do? And she basically just said, if you're working and your team is working, the volume will come. And I really didn't believe that until I just put it into place and got my team's ass, like my ass and my team's asses in gear, and basically just said, if you're working, I need to know, and I'm going to work with you. But if you're not, I need to know also so that I can work with the runners. Mm-hmm. And the volume really fell into place. And as I was like shouting myself out, like taking the sticky notes off the walls and stuff like that, people were reaching out like, wait, what is this about? Like, where are you going? And then whenever I hit tier 1, I got so many reach outs, basically like, how did you do this? Like, I'm so impressed. I'm so proud of you. I've been watching your business forever, blah, blah, blah. And then tier 2 came. Like, I'm $1,000 away from tier 2. And tier 2 came from those people seeing my success and seeing, you know, when I would shout out when I got a new VIP, I would shout out when the team got a new market partner, stuff like that. And it really had nothing to do with me trying to get volume. It was just me waking up every single day and saying, okay, I'm working my business every second that I can get today, and actively working it, not just posting a picture and saying, oh, like, worked my business today, here's my to-do list. Like, actively working, making sure my team like was, you know, having access to me, one-on-one calls, educating about products. But what Caroline says, like, if you're working, the volume just appears because that's kind of how it feels. But
well, like, if you're doing this like a full-time thing, like, I pray and hope that that volume's there, because that's how you're getting paid. Like, you have to be working like that to get paid like that. And that's one of those things, like, Hannah's about to bring Scott with her, and she missed every other trip by this much, but she didn't let that happen this time. So, like, even if you think, like, go look at this tracker, if you get to tier 1, you can get to tier 2. If you're at tier 1 and you don't think that you can get to tier 2, it's $15,000 more, 150 sales, 75 skincare orders. Like, figure out the numbers, okay? Figure out exactly what you need to do, and don't stop until you get to that point. Like, do the sticky notes, do the things, but don't count yourselves out. Anyway,
wait, do I need to get to tier 2?
Yeah.
You're like, wait.
Close to not.
I'm like, wait. See, I didn't even think about it, because I just was like thinking, like, no, tier 1 is all you can do. You know?
See, and like, everyone push for that next thing up. Everyone. You can do
reminder. I want to know where the last girl, I can't remember her name, Haley, where she shouts out new VIP enrollments or whatever, like story or what?
So I'll put it on my story. And one thing that I started doing was, like, wherever I was when I signed that VIP up, I would take a picture. So if I was in, you know, TJ Maxx, I would take a picture.
Okay. Cool.
Are you talking, Hannah?
What? What'd you say?
Still talking? Did it freeze?
I don't know. Well, what was the last part you heard?
If you got the VIP in TJ Maxx.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then I would just, like,
take a
screenshot of where it says, like, congratulations on your new VIP. And if I know them personally, I would tag them and be like, can't wait to see your hair transformation, or whoever's jumping on the healthy hair and skin revolution, like whatever it was. But I would do it on stories.
Because that, like, gives FOMO to the people. Like, if Hannah's my new VIP, right, that gives FOMO when she reshares it to all of her friends. Like, she's going to have great hair. I want to have great hair too. But it also shows, like, you can do this business anywhere, okay? And last but not least, I mean, y'all can add more stuff. If you guys are wanting a team to work hard with you, stop going on social media and saying, like, I kicked my feet up by the pool today and I worked, like, here at the pool. Like, show them what you did, because if you sit there and you say, I was working by the pool today, they're going to think that they're going to sit by the pool. I did this, you guys. My business went like this my first summer because I just posted my feet at the pool, and I started manifesting and recruiting market partners that were going to want to sit by the pool and do nothing. Share what you do in this business. Make someone want to get in here. It's not easy peasy. It's not a piece of cake. But if you show it how it is, you're going to get quality market partners over a quantity of market partners. Am I frozen?
No, you kind of were breaking up.
Did you guys hear what I had
Is
to
it
say?
storming
Caroline.
there?
Woo, woo, woo.
Look at Haley, hot mama. Ooh. I saw you dancing in the corner over there. Did you hear what I said?
Dancing in the corner.
I saw you just like standing up. Doesn't she look great? You guys, look at this mom. Wait, did you guys really hear what I said though? Because like that's seriously important.
I'm sitting around the pool right now.
Yeah, but are you posting and saying, glad I kicked my feet up today? Or are you saying like, I talked to a market partner here today, or posting, this is more what I mean, like post a face to camera video on like how you just talk to a market partner on the phone and you're helping them launch their business.
Well, and yeah, your office can be anywhere, which is a beautiful thing because I don't want to be stuck in a cuticle. I don't know about Jenny Wall, but that's a no.
Quality over quantity, quality over quantity. We need people. Anyone can do this. We need people. But we don't need everyone. So if they are acting like they're not wanting to do it, sign them up as a VIP customer. Let them try the products. Anyone want to add anything? Any friends want to add anything? Haley, you got some stars on this call. I feel starstruck.
If I can add something.
Yes, go for it. Lacey,
But I've been talking to, what?
yeah, go for it.
I was just saying, I've been talking to.
Okay, is it me? I can't hear anything.
Okay, hang on. How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yep.
I feel like one of those old. I won't say name. Hang on. Let me see if the Wi-Fi is better over here.
I think it's mine.
Mine. Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
How about now? Okay. So what I was saying is, I have to research before I try anything kind of person. My family has a saying called trust but verify. And so she's been talking to me since October last year. I signed up about mid-June, and I'm almost to 1,000 PV. I'm like at 650 or 620 something. And but the main thing is that she was persistent in the relationship. And I mean, yes, I was kind of ghosting her. We called me her Loch Ness monster, all these things, because I would pop up. She thought she found me to sign up, and then I'd go away. But we kept our regular conversation because she saw I was still valuable, even though I wasn't signed up yet. And even though we may not have these VIPs as runners, and so we're signing them up just as VIPs, we can't let that drop the value of, oh, because they're not runners, they're important but not as important as my runners. No, they are just as important, because that is your quantity that's going to fill up your numbers when your market partners are having struggles with their own VIPs. You still have to maintain that relationship with your VIPs just like they're your bread and butter, just like your MPs are. I'm done.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm not saying by any means, like, even if they're not running, that they're not important, because like, you guys have no idea how many market partners like come back around like a year in, and you have no idea what's going on in their life. But I'm saying, like, for me, I've had VIPs before who order every month, and then they sign up as a market partner, and then they like ghost everything. So kind of feel it out. But if you guys feel like you have a VIP that would absolutely kill it, like, tell them. Like, Casey is like a great example of this, and I know her and her mom are on this call right now. Like, she was my VIP who had curly hair. It was beautiful, naturally curly, and I was like, listen, get on the Side Hustle social call, like, please hear what we have to say. And she literally called me after. She's like, I'm doing this, I love the products, I'm obsessed with them, I'm doing this as a business. And she is almost to AMB, and she's killing it. So not that it's just like a runner thing, but you want to always market the business in a way that is attractive to, like, hey, we're doing this business and we're running with it as well. Does anyone else have anything to add? Erica, you want to throw anything else in? I'm so excited for you to get to tier 2.
No, I don't have anything else. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for it.
You got this. You
Might as
gotta
well.
believe it. Put it into existence, you guys.
Yeah.
Don't count yourselves out. You guys got this. I think that's everything. My connection's so bad. So I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you for hopping on, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.